and welcome to Simply Football. You're watching FC Goa TV on Prudent and I am Neeraj Prabhu. The Gors are on the top of the table after their hard-fought 3-2 victory over a fighting Delhi Dynamos on Thursday night at Fatorda. Sergio Lobera's boys, of course, scored that victory, but the performance was really not convincing enough if we have been accustomed to what they have produced or what they have delivered at Fatorda especially. And what we are going to see now is FC Goa's upcoming game on Sunday at Kerala Blasters. That will be so crucial for the Gors to to come into their own self, because now the ISL 5 is heading into a very important phase in the mid-season, and FC Goa will have to show their strength and show that they are title contenders. The start has been good. FC Goa are now on 13 points after 6 matches. So the work at the start is up to a certain level. But what we saw on Thursday was a reality check, probably because Delhi Dynamos created many opportunities to score, but they were wasteful. Having said that, full credit to the Gors though, because they stuck to the task and they chased the game very well, coming from behind twice and then getting the winner at the fag end. Edu Bedia, what a star he has been, and he has now made a reputation of scoring wonderful goals. 2 goals by Bedia were enough for FC Goa to secure the 3-2 victory. We have in our studio, as always, former India striker Francis D'Souza. Francis, warm welcome to you.
Thank you.
FC Goa really had to work hard, sweat on a night at home. Very a scene that has not been witnessed before, as we all were accustomed to seeing them win at a canter at the Fortress. But last night they really had to work hard for 3 points.
Yes, Neeraj, because fans are used to see the free-flowing football of FC Goa, the tiki-taka that the Barcelona players are known to. But yesterday everything was missing. I think what carried on was a little bit of inconfidence, lack of confidence among the players on the past performance at Jamshedpur. I think that still lingered on and was a hangover of that match, because we never got into the rhythm at all in the first 45 minutes, and very rightly Delhi took the attack to the opponents, and they got an early goal at the 6th minute. Yes. And you could see that most of the players at the defense were ball watching. I saw Murtada fall and Ali, 2 players marking 1 player in that area.
Yes.
So you could imagine the state of mind when they had considered those goals, 4 goals at Jamshedpur, and that hangover was still there. And you could see there were 3 players in and around 1 player.
Right.
And Bikramjit was totally flow. I mean, there was no space marking. There was man-to-man marking, but there was no space marking. You didn't have a player with an opponent player. You had 2 players or a numerical 3 versus 1, and that gave enough space for Bikramjit to take that shot beautifully for the first goal. And what you don't allow opponents in the attacking third is space. And if you get that space, somebody will punish you.
Right. आमकां हे सदांच दिसून आयला की FC गोवाची जी बॅकलायन तातून कोऑर्डिनेशन मातशें कमी आसता. प्रत्येक गेमीन मोर ऑर लेस अशेंच चित्र आसता, आनी ब्रेस्तारा हातीनूय हें अशेंच आशिल्लें, कारण डिफेन्सान तितले बरें कोऑर्डिनेशन दिसच ना अजून. मुर्तदा फॉल, सेनेगलीज डिफेंडर एक कन्सिस्टंट कामगिरी करता, बट the backline problem still persists for Sergio Lobera's team, and that's the reality. Well, going forward, we can now watch the press conference, the post-match press conference of both the coaches, and then we will come back and analyze the match for you. Very hard fought victory for your boys, feeling a bit fortunate to get the result?
Sinceramente creo que ha sido un partido que lo podía haber ganado cualquiera de los dos equipos.
Sincerely, I think either one of the teams could have won this game today.
Ha sido un partido muy abierto, un partido de dos equipos que han buscado el ataque, han buscado portería contraria. Creo que ha sido un partido atractivo para el aficionado.
I think it was a very open game where both teams were sort of looking to attack each other as much as possible, trying to get as many shots in on goal and trying to score as many. I think it was a good game as a spectacle for the fans.
Pero normalmente cuando los partidos son tan vibrantes, tan abiertos y tan bonitos para el espectador, los entrenadores no nos gustan tanto.
But you know, whenever there's a game which is sort of a spectacle, you know, which is so open-ended, you know, where both teams are going at it, it's not particularly good for the coaches.
Porque eso significa que hay facetas del juego que no estamos dominando, como nos ha pasado durante el transcurso del partido.
Because that signifies that, you know, there's facets of the game that, you know, either team is not dominating, and I think that happened to us quite a few times today.
Y al final se convierte en un sorteo, de que puede ganarlo cualquiera de los dos.
And in the end, what that does is that it ends up becoming a lucky draw, you know, any one of the teams can win.
También es verdad que cuando creo que hay dos equipos que tienen muchas oportunidades y uno es capaz de marcar más que el otro, es porque también a la hora de finalizar tiene más calidad.
But I also believe that, you know, when there's two teams going at it, and one is capable of scoring more than the other, then it's because at the moment of the decisive moment, they're better than the other.
Next question, please. Coach, Eduveria's performance was really good. Some words on that.
No me gusta hablar a nivel individual de jugadores.
I don't like to speak about players individually.
Creo que Edu ya lo conocemos, no solo hoy, ha hecho muy buenos partidos, es un gran jugador, es un jugador importante para nosotros, pero vuelvo a repetir lo que digo siempre, al final un jugador brilla cuando el equipo funciona y el equipo funciona.
You know, Edu is a good player. He's not somebody new to the team. We've seen him for the past 2 seasons. He's an important player for us, and you know, we've seen him do what he does. But again, I'll repeat what I always say, a player only shines when the team is doing the work with him.
Coach, you replaced Sana with Ali. Any particular reason?
Que los dos son muy buenos y tengo que decidir por uno de los dos. Antes había decidido por Sana y ahora he decidido por Ali.
I think both of them are good, but I have to pick between the two of them. So once I chose Sana before in the previous matches, and today I decided to go with Ali.
What are the positives you are going to take from this match? At what loss?
I think a lot. I think that we play very well. I think that we did the game that we planned. I think that we had a lot of chances to win the game. I think even the first half we did for twice. I am satisfied with the players, satisfied with everybody. Just the result for me is a little bit unfair today. It's true that Goa is a very strong opponent and has a lot of quality, but today we deserve more than to go without anything.
Next question. Your team looked very dominant in the first half in particular, but at times there was a feeling that your team gave FC Goa a lot more respect, maybe?
No. I think that we had a lot of chances. We scored these chances. In one moment, game can be 1-4, 1-3. But of course, the difference is that they are live. When they are live, they have the quality to score and they kill the game. But we had more clear chances than them. We had 1 against 1 with the keeper. We had headings inside the box. We have a lot of chances that we should score. I think I am satisfied with the team, the way that we are playing. The result is not there, but we are creating the chances, and we come to Goa, that is one of the strongest teams in the ISL, and we play well. We have the ball, and then we create chances.
Next question.
Coach, can I feel the question to you? We were very close from winning the match. We were very close from winning the match. Feel went wrong.
No, there's no wrong or right. I think that we take the chances that we create, we win the game. That's all. You are playing against a very good side, and you have a lot of chances. This means that you are doing the right things. Just need to put these chances in, and this is the difference. I think that the way that we are playing and the way that we play is very similar. Myself and Sergio, we come from the same with the same club to work together, and we have the same idea, same philosophy. The difference is that they put in the chances and we don't. This is the only difference today.
With 8 games gone, this 10 remaining, what you will need to do to get to the playoffs? 10 games remaining.
No, for me, we need to go game by game. We need to try our best in every single game. We got a very difficult schedule to play the worst in the ISL. And now we have a break, which is good. And after that, we need to prepare game by game and work hard every single game. And at the end of the season, we will see where we are. And also thinking that we have a very young squad to develop these players and have good mentality. The club have a good plan, and we have a long-term project. And that's all. I can say, you see from the game that we lost, just in one game the opponent was better than us than the others. The difference is that we are not scoring goals. We are not creating. We are not taking the chances that we can create. That's all.
Right, Sergio Lobera believes that FC Goa were victors because they capitalized on those decisive moments. And in football, what else do you need other than scoring 1 goal more than your opponents?
Yes, I mean the beautiful game is very simple. It's more exciting if you get those goals, and how you get them, and you get them against a run of play. It doesn't matter as long as you get those goals and you get those 3 points. Yesterday, Delhi themselves were to be blamed. They deserved to lose the match, not because they performed badly, but because they couldn't convert the chances that they created. Football is all about creating chances and converting them. They couldn't there were sitters missed with Daniel and Changte. I mean, at that level, if you say if ISL has some standard of play and finishing, I think that's where our Indian players lacked the quality. And it was evident with Delhi missing chances galore. I mean, they could have settled the issue right in the first half with conversion of 1 or 2 goals. But that was not to be. And as expected, FC Goa, they are determined, they persist, and the quality they have puts the opponents always on the back foot. Although Delhi defense played exceptionally well, with the goalkeeper coming with 1 or 2 brilliant saves. But it's never going to be enough, because you have quality players and they can convert any given opportunity and time. And that's where the strength of the FC Goa team lies. Although they are very weak in defense, but they sort of, get the benefit with their scoring ability and the pressure that they put. Right. And very rightly so, they deserved for converting those not even half chances, I may say, yes, into goals, and ultimately give them the 3 points.
Right. Lobera brought in Mohammad Ali in place of Sana, who had started in the earlier games. But Sana, he had made some errors consistently. But yesterday, Mohammad Ali didn't do his reputation any favor as well. He was uncertain. He was at times in double minds, and he also looked a little bit not sure about his decision making. So, what does Lobera do now?
Yeah, in fact, when you get an opportunity to play in the first 11, when you're sitting on the bench, I mean, you should take it with both your hands. I mean, that's the opinion that I have, what players should do. Yeah. I mean, they should go there and prove themselves, and with the confidence and the opportunity the coach gives you. And it's all on your confidence and your belief that you can, you should deliver. I mean, when you sit outside, you don't watch the game like the spectators, but your observation, your thinking should be different compared to the spectators, because you are going to go there and prove yourself whenever the opportunity is given. And like this opportunity that Ali got, he should have proved himself. But nevertheless, he is a youngster. He is going to learn every stage. But it should not be at the cost of team losing the matches by some silly mistakes. And like yesterday, if you have observed, the left wing defenders, Mandar and Ali, both this flank was the weakest link in the defense,
right?
And that matters a lot. Although there was a late change by Lobera, So yeah, you can't blame Mandar for those defensive problems, because I think yesterday he proved how good he can get in the midfield and in the attack by providing those 2 passes for the goals.
Absolutely.
So to a certain extent, Mandar has delivered as far as his original position is concerned.
And as I said earlier, now the start is well and truly done, and we are there in the position where FC Goa, if they are to be looked at as title contenders, they have to come up with clinical performances. But given that the defense is having their own problems, what is the way forward? What according to you could be done now?
See, I think Koro being there is going to be heavily marked. He is going to be shadowed by every defenders.
He was bottled up yesterday.
Yeah, like what happened yesterday. Although he tried 1 or 2 shots, but it wasn't the original Koro that we could see in the past games.
Right.
So I think it's left up to the other players like Bedia, Brandon, Mandar or Jackie Chang, Jackie Chan to come and deliver.
Right.
Even Lenny for that purpose. I mean, they have to have a little more composure when you're finishing or you're taking the final shot at the goal. I mean, it's not a practice game, it's a competition. So you got to take that extra little bit of responsibility hitting the ball on target. And we have seen even Brandon in the past, he was way off the target for most of his shots.
And yesterday was his first goal in the ISL.
Yeah, and he has kept a shot on the target, and that's all that matters. I mean, his bravery, you got to be brave, and fortune favors the brave. And he kept the ball on target, and anything can happen. The goalkeeper can be blinded by some defender, or the ball can have an awkward bounce like yesterday. I think the goalkeeper was there, but it took a pitch little before.
The ball dipped and bounced at the right
that
moment.
can happen, but you have to be brave enough in taking a shot in the goal, because tries at the goal will definitely give you goals.
दिल्लीचो जो कोच जोसेफ गोंबाव तो यूथ लेवलाचो कोच म्हणून ताणें काम केल्ल्या सुरवातीक ताच्या करियरान बार्सेलोनाचो अकॅडमी कोचीस आनी मागीर तो ऑस्ट्रेलियाक गेला, युनायटेड स्टेट्साक गेला. ताजी जे स्पेशलायझेशन आहा ते यूथ लेवलच्या भुरग्यांक वयर काडपाचेर आसा. आनी काल एक वेळार अशेंय दिसून आयलें की ताणें जर प्रोएक्टिवपणान जर एक अटॅकिंग प्लेयर घाल्लो, बिकॉज FC Goa वर ट्रेलिंग 1-2 till 81st minute. Probably Gombau could have explored more attack and tried to give FC Goa a new headache as they were in lead till the 81st minute. Do you think Gombau missed a trick or two?
Maybe, I don't know, because whether he should have brought in Romeo, because Romeo is with speed and that flank was a little more vulnerable. I think maybe he could have used Romeo yesterday, but I don't know what was in his mind. But and not because they were not creating the chances, they created the chances. Yes, it was only about finishing.
Yes.
So whether he never had any confidence of putting substitute somebody who could do a better job than the players who are on the field of play. It's that what must be the thinking of the coach. So I think he didn't persist with a change at the top to give more clinical edge to his team.
So in the post-match press conference, he said, "I'm satisfied with the players. They tried," and he was very clear that if his team had converted all the chances, they could have won. So he looked happy with the efforts, not of course with the finishing was bad.
Yeah, I mean he is looking at Indian youth coming to the fore and delivering. It's not that you can count them off by saying that this match you didn't play well and you don't deserve a place in the future. It's all a learning process and in getting confidence in this competition. But it's left up to the Indian players to deliver, because this tournament is basically with the idea of developing Indian talent, and I don't think I justified that you miss the chances like Daniel and Changte. I mean, it's not justified that even if you play at that level, I mean, you cannot convert those chances. So I think it was a bad day at office for Delhi Dynamos.
जरी आमी FC गोवाचे फॅन्स असले, एक न्यूट्रल म्हणून आणि एक स्टुडंट ऑफ द गेम म्हणून आमी जर पळयलें ज्या तरेन दिल्ली डायनामोसाच्या प्लेयरांनी चान्सीस वेस्ट केले ते खूप वायट दिसता पळोवन. कारण इंडियन फुटबॉलाक ऑब्वियसली आमचो सगळ्यांत चड तेंको आसतलो, आनी हे दोन इंडियन प्लेयरांनी सामके पॉयंट ब्लँक रेंजींतल्यान जसे chances चुकवले and they never even got the opponent goalkeeper to work, never even hit the target. Is absolutely disgraceful. Anyways, moving forward, we can say there would be maybe 5 reasons for FC Goa's dramatic victory, and first among that would be Edu Bedia's classic performance or masterclass in finishing those chances.
You know, apart from last game, Neeraj, Jahu and Edu Bedia had been consistent performance. Bumu wasn't in his element yesterday, although he tried a lot. But you can't take away the performance of Edu Bedia and Jahu.
Right.
I mean, Jahu, you can see how he shoulders the responsibility in the midfield, and how Bumo's Edu Bedia fall back below the center line to initiate an attack. So Bedia now is playing the key role of controlling the midfield and also joining into the attack.
Yeah.
And now yesterday's performance, he also now is good at finishing. He comes into that zone.
4 goals finishing for the season so
yeah,
far.
So he's coming into his best now, and I hope it continues for FC Goa, because with Koro being hounded by most of the defences and stopping him from scoring, I think Bedia coming good at this time is the best thing to happen to FC Goa.
आणि एक मोठी गजाल or one of the main factors in FC Goa's victory would be timely substitutions by Sergio Lobera. ताणे ब्रँडन आणि मानवीराक रोखडेच 76 आणि 77व्या मिनिटान धाडले. So timely substitutions by the boss provided the attacking thrust.
Yeah, I think, you know, what happens with the opponents also is the moment you find your team is losing so many chances, not able to convert and get a grip on the game, you know, they seem to lose little bit of concentration and focus on the game at the back. And with the substitution, the pressure was more on them, you see, and you know, there is a few minutes where you sort of get yourself away from the focus that you have in the defense, because I think for 60 or 70 minutes the defense has been outstanding, and during this time when Manveer and Brendan came, I think that's that little slow time or the bad time that they had in between, because if you can realize, there was no pressure on Brendan when he was taking the shot. It was a faulty slow clearance by the defense. The ball went to Mandar and he laid it back again.
Fortune there.
Little fortunate. I mean, these are all elements that contribute to the success of the opponent teams, and very rightly so. They have taken those chances which they have come into their stride.
Yes, लक खूप महत्वाचे असता फुटबॉला सारख्या गेमीन, आणि एक 2-3 बारीक गजाली ज्यो आशिल्ल्यो त्यो those provided those key moments to FC Goa, and how they grabbed those is history now. So आता जे पोझिशन हा 6 मॅचींनी 13 पॉइंट, 6 मॅच म्हणल्यार 1/3 लिगाचो जो 1/3 भाग आसा तो आता जाला. आता आमी मिड गेमान पावल्या. स्टार्ट गेम जाल्या, आता मिड गेम लिगाची. सो आता फुडली मॅच 11 तारखेक Kerala Blastersangade away, खूप crucial, and now is the time for FC Goa to try and cement their position and get to the level that yes, they can be looked at as top 4 material, if not champion material right away.
Yeah, I mean, champions are known to demolish all the teams as they go along, and I think FC Goa will persist with that attacking policy and try to win 3 points even in Kerala. And you know, as Kerala also is not having a good tournament this year,
yes,
although their performance is quite
they're up
good.
And down.
Yeah, so that way I think it will be a very interesting match, and FC Goa is going to definitely have an edge because of the attacking process. But I think they should strengthen their defense again. I mean, more effort is required, because I don't think they have too many players to change at the back.
Right.
But it's a question of effort. It's a question of determination to block any movement or any attack towards your goal, and I think that should pay dividends to the team, because I don't think we have very many opportunities and options for Lobera to change and
in defense, even in left back position, he said Mandar is only player who could play
yes,
there.
I think so. It's only the little more grit and determination to do the job that is assigned to you and deliver.
Right.
And I think that will help FC Goa to get to the target of entering the last 4.
दुसरे वटेन दिल्ली डायनामोजाचे जे पोझिशन 8 मॅचींनी तांचे 4च पॉयंट जाले, 4 ड्रॉ आणि 4 लॉसीस. They are almost probably are out of the reckoning for top 4, but you never know. आता 10 मॅची उरल्या आणि 10 मॅची जिखत जाल्यार ते अजुनूय प्लेऑफान पावू शकता. बट तांचो जो कोच गंबाव तो आता लॉंग टर्म प्रोजेक्टाचेर focus करता. When I asked him yesterday what's realistically Delhi Dynamos can look up to, and he says he's quite satisfied with how the long-term project of the club is going on and how the youngsters are coming through. So I think basically his focus is on mentoring these youngsters and making them good footballers.
Yeah, I think the target of the club, the vision that the club has, is known to him and to the management, and how he looks at it now. And he's being satisfied with the performance of the players. Looks like that he is not being there, not targeting this year as a championship team in this edition.
Yes.
So maybe he's looking for youngsters to be groomed and then perform in the next edition. I think he may be there also, if that is the understanding between the club and the coach. So in that way he is thinking also of developing Indian football by giving more opportunity to young Indian players.
Yes.
And that's very good, because that's the idea of ISL. So I think it's good. It's a good thing that he has in mind. And like you said, you never know with football. You can still come back into the competition with 4 or 5 victories.
Absolutely.
And you can still be the 4th team into the last 4.
Yes. Thank you, Francis Bab. तुम्ही सदांच हांगा येता आनी आमकां फुटबॉलाचें ज्ञान दिता म्हणून खूब बरें दिसता.
Thank you too.
Really enjoyable, appreciable the knowledge that we can gain into how football works, what's the coach's mindset, how are the players behaving or delivering in a particular decision-making process. We can learn from the legend like Francis being on the show on FC Goa TV. And looking forward to the 5th ISL progress now. FC Goa will have to wipe out the memory of a thrashing in their away game that they played in Jamshedpur, and now they are going to play in Kerala. As far as the home record is concerned, it is 100% for Sergio Lobera's army at Fatorda, 3 out of 3 so far, and now is the time to play away in Kerala on Sunday. Keep tuned into Prudent Media to follow our continuous coverage on FC Goa's campaign in the ISL 5 on FC Goa TV. Goodbye for now.